The intention of this video was to show you how we removed the rear cross member in order to replace this one. Now, you have to understand that 90% of my videos are for customers to say, look, this is what I've been doing and this is where all your hours went. And of course, on this one there was Ludovic, Curtis and myself doing this all afternoon. It did take a long time to do. And of course, it was a bit haphazard because every nut and bolt was rusty, or they put inch bolts through metric captive nuts. Oh, it was a right mess. It just shows you where the time goes, and we actually did spend a full afternoon, 5 hours, messing about with this thing. Because we did sort of other bits and pieces as well, had a look at some other bits and pieces. But anyway, if you find it boring, well, don't. I've already told you it might be a bit long, but you can fast forward on this timeline. Or does it go this way? Of little bits and pieces. Alright, so be warned, don't come back to me saying it was boring. See you later. Bye. Ludi here is trying to find out how we're supposed to take this cross member off. To get the cross member off, we've got to take the step off. To take the step off, we've got to take this swing away wheel carrier off, don't we? Mm-hmm. Now,
but we can just take.
The problem is we need
to take the pin out here and just the whole bracket off here.
Yeah, we can do.
It's easier than trying to take because we have to take the. What's the point of taking the pin out here?
Well, no, that's true. We've got to take that out.
We need the bracket off, not the pin.
Yeah.
And this one we can just.
That one we can take the pin out, and we can take the pin out of here.
Okay, that's the plan.
And yeah, you see, we've got to get this bolt out of here in this corner.
Yeah.
So this is holding us up. That's not too bad because when we open the door, this will swing away. But we need to get that one out. Oh, Lord knows. Where is it? 17, 19?
Feels like a loose 19 here.
Mm.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Try it. I bet you this never been off.
Yeah. So that was 22, I believe. Yeah. Holy.
Uh-oh.
It's not really.
Oh, I've never seen this done before.
I'm not a fan of these bent edges.
I think this is going to be an all day job. Did you move it? No. I bet you these have never been off. Oh, it might have been when it was painted, but that was about it. We might have to, yes, rather than chipping the paint, we might have to resort to plan B. I bet you those bolts have snapped off inside. So we've now got all the bolts off that we can see off. We've taken off the plug off here, trailer plug. Get the pry bar out to Rudy and see if we can give it a bit of a tweeze. Start at that end, try and get it underneath. And just, there you go, there it goes. That's it, that's it, that's it. Now come down to this end, we'll swap places. There we go, now it's stuck in these pins, you see. There we go. Perfect. Now let's turn this around to show the audience, our viewer. There was no bolts in here, no bolts in. Wait a minute, I have to lift it, we can't really lift it. There was no bolts in here, here, or here. There was only some half-assed bolts in here. So I think we can put that outside, eh?
Yep.
Right, next thing. Now that's off. We're going to try and take the tank off. Now this has been a homemade repair, and some of the bolts are a bit suspect. So first thing we're going to do is, first thing what we're going to do. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to put the stands under the axle.
Yep.
And support the axle while we take that roll bar off, so we know it's not going to go boing when we take the bolts off, because we don't know. Yeah, well, we've got to change those bushes anyway. those bushes in that roll bar,
Yeah.
they're finished. Look at them.
Yeah.
They're knackered. Another job.
So I'll get those bolts off it.
They're 15, 16 or 24 millimeters. How's that? Right, let's get set up and get that off. Right, we've got to take this shield off. It's a mixture of everything.
That's the thing is.
Yeah, well that's it. You see, you can't get that off until you get that off.
Well, what about with the?
Well, you can get it with an open end.
Yeah, we'll just go with the. Okay.
Get this one off me, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'll do. Oh, this one's.
Yeah, they're gonna come off.
This one's not the same actually. Hey, they're just mixing metric and imperial.
They're just putting metric thread bolts into. Yeah. Well, they're putting inch bolts into metric threads.
Yeah, that's an 8.8, and that's like a.
Oh, I've never seen that done before. Somebody who used to do it said they were like locking bolts.
Yeah.
When you cross threaded, they said, "Oh, no." You want to start to guide that? Oh no, I'll get this one out.
Yeah, do that side.
I can get this one. I can probably get off with a that. I think it's 9/16.
Now we have to be. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on, Tiger.
Can we get that one?
What's stopping the tank from falling out?
Are we not?
Yeah, no, but what's stopping the tank from falling out? Anyone?
Like
Anyone?
straps?
Anyone?
The bolt holding it in.
No. Anyone?
Oh.
Look up.
You should have 3 bolts holding it in.
Yeah, the pipe.
Hmm.
Got to take the pipe off first.
So there's nothing else holding that in.
No, this is the tank credit.
What?
Yeah.
Normally there's like 2 belts.
No, that's American. Nobody does that in civilized countries. Nobody
I
does
didn't know.
2 crappy belts that rust out just by looking at them. So what we're going to do, we'll get underneath and take off the filler pipe and the breather pipe, pull those pipes off, then we'll take it down. And Curtis can go underneath and guide this. Because we've got to put like 2 bits in together, and that's why we need a spare pair of hands to do this job, because doing it on your own is a bit of a pain.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, let's do that. Let's get that. Let's have a look at those pipes. What do we need? We might have to even cut them.
I got some little.
So let's give the viewer an update. The filler pipe has been put on the tank inside at the top, and it's very difficult to get access to. We'll move the camera around in a minute, but the cradle's holding the tank in, but nothing else. So we've got to try and get the sender unit out and the pump. Well, there's no pump in it, but we've got to get the wires off the tank. It'll become clear. I'll fill you in. Right. So we've got that off. Let's get those top ones off. I'd love to find out what's behind here. I don't think there's much at all. Oh right, while you're doing that, I'm going to try and drop this exhaust off.
Not in the way, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Now, with a bit of luck, we need to get those hoses off. Now, just hold on a second, I'll give you my special tool.
Get the hoses off?
Yeah.
That big one's going to be fun.
No, it isn't. Because I'm going to end all your fun. We're going to use these tools to get the hose pipes off. Look at those. Look at those bad boys, eh?
Nice and mean.
Hook it underneath, pull it round.
Okay. It's very corroded in there.
Yeah, just watch your fingers on that. That's it, once you got into it. Are they good?
Oh yeah. This is the stuff I wish I had.
These are the things of dreams.
Clean your teeth, yeah.
Yeah. Like going just to work better than going to the places.
Hey, I tell you something, Ludi.
Most of just come out on up.
I've got a great big one.
Holy.
That's for getting ones right at the back of the engine.
Okay. Let's just went around the whole thing.
That's it.
This one at the top, okay.
There you go. Nice. Perfect. Oh, I like these things. I like them very
You like
much.
those? You want to get some of them, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Amazon.
Amazon. Oh yeah.
Everything from Amazon. If you don't like it, send it back. And they're not too bad. You could actually bake them if you wanted to, but it's actually,
Yeah.
you know,
Just a nice handle.
nice grips.
Yeah. No, this is definitely
It's a nice.
this is my kind of thing.
You should be sponsored by Amazon, this job.
And it's amazing for like springs.
Springs. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
To get them.
Let's put that one back on. Keep it on there strong. There you go. Okay. So,
Oh, sorry. Right, can you get that one out?
oh yeah, go for it.
Take both hands. Ready?
Right. No, that's tight, is it? That looks good. Is that enough bolt? There we go. Right, that should drop down. I'll put my hand on the tank. Go on.
You good?
No.
Thank you there, Colin.
Drop this down a bit, let's have a look. What's holding this tank on? Just drop it down a bit more there. Oh! Rick.
Oh shit. What?
Can it come down a bit more? Right, just wait a minute.
Let's try to get that filler neck faster.
Oh, we got one on my side, Mike.
Yeah, I'm just looking at these fuel pipes. They are rusty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you alright there?
Me? Yeah, for sure.
Come on my side,
No,
Mike.
bring
and look
that,
at this
slide that
here.
stand forward. Let it rest on the
Yeah,
stand.
get a block of wood or something I can do.
Alright, just drop it down. Alright, we'll go further. Here.
I can drop.
Got one of these fucking funny clamps on it.
Get the wedge.
Perfect.
Come look at this.
Can we get this
Right
panel
there.
out the way, Lou?
Yep.
Yeah, that's one of the funny clamps that you use a special tool on.
How big this cost of the concern is getting this out? I mean, if we were lucky, which we never are, we should be able to take this sender out. Oh,
The fuel
oh,
sensor?
the pipe bloody cracked anyway. Ah, bloody thing.
Yeah, come this way. Come
Yeah,
on, come up in there.
Yeah.
Come up very nice.
Bloody things off there.
You can get up,
Oh yeah.
you can get right up under there.
Breaking right off.
One of them's broke off anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Look, tell you what, let's get some. I'm going to cut them. I'm going to cut them down because I've got some man-sized cutters here.
probably wouldn't be a good idea to leave those fittings on anyway.
That's all rusty.
Yeah.
You gonna cut that one building off? Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to drive it back to Florida with those lights on.
Well, they just rust out.
You go from the other side. Can you see?
Okay.
Again?
Can you get it?
Yeah.
Yes, give it a light.
I have to use both hands.
Pull it back a bit because you're on the metal clip.
Okay?
Pull it inwards a bit. Like that. Now, cut it there.
All set?
It's pretty bloody desperate, wasn't it? Right,
Oh, what about that line, the
electrical line.
Yeah, it just
Electric-
goes, it goes straight across, so it's not.
Yeah, well, I've disconnected it with the other side.
Okay, well, tank is ready to come out.
Just take your charge a minute.
Tank is ready to come out.
This guy's disconnecting?
Yeah, right down the
Oh,
side.
okay, so that's the electrical connection. You should be able to just pull this out now.
Yeah.
So, let's tell you what, you support it, I'll pull this stand out. How simple was that? I don't know what you're making a big deal out of things for. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh shit. Let's go out and have a look at those connectors.
Pretty rusty, eh?
Yeah, see, it snapped off here.
Yeah.
So the whole sender, we'll have to replace that.
Yeah.
We'll have to replace that.
Or
There's nothing you can do, and that's off the feed line as well. Look. Oof. So if you see the little arrow on the top?
yeah, yeah.
That's a return. That's a feed.
Yeah,
but there's no way we could get them up. Oh, look at them knackered.
Yeah, really messed up. What's this like cardboard?
Mice.
Ah, nice.
Mice.
Nice mice.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's a little thing. Put the shield over the top for now to stop any, any rubbish getting in.
Going in there.
Yep. Oh, look at that. It was made for it, wasn't it?
Perfect.
Right, let's get back inside.
Quick
drawing it. I don't know if anybody's going to see it, but say the cross section of the tank, it dips down like this.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the tank, and the fuel sender unit's here. So the breathers are on the top, linked together.
Yeah.
And that's because if not, when you filled up your fuel tank, you'd have an airspace here. So it's got to get the air out, and that's what we're having a problem with. We can't get the connectors off.
Mm-hmm.
So we've taken them off the top of the tank. That's easy. Right. Let's have a look over here, see what we're going to do next. Tea time. Right, so I think next thing to do is let's see about dropping these springs off.
Yeah.
Alright? Because after that, it's really plain sailing.
All springs,
And the bolts.
springs, shocks,
Shocks.
and the whole axle pretty much after
Yeah.
that. And then the rest is all wiring.
Yeah, the wiring. Now we're going to cut the wiring.
Yeah.
The battery's off, isn't it? I think, the battery's
Yeah,
off.
I plugged it earlier.
Yeah, alright, the battery's off. So, where's those cutters, Curtis?
Over there. Another side.
Let's just lob through that wiring harness, because that's going to save us hours and hours of work. It'll take me 20 minutes to wire this up.
Mm-hmm.
The wires are quite easy because they're obviously going to be the same colour.
Yeah.
You can't get them on wrong. He said getting them on wrong. There we go. That's how we do that.
Now tie something to the end so you can pull it back up through.
That's right. So what I'm going to do is, tell you what, do you want to pull that sheathing off there, bear it off, and I'm going to get some. Like this. What I've done is I've joined two wires together. There's a pair, there's a pair. That's going to act like a hook. So we're going to put that. Where's our fish wire gone? What happened to that? The green one.
Oh, it's down there.
Where?
Down there.
Oh, here. This is called a fish for hooking electrical wires through. So they're going to be hooked into there, both of those, and then heavily taped. And then we're going to feed this fish back in through the chassis when we're going to pull it down. So one of us is going to go underneath and pull it back. And we're going to cut a little piece of this off, because I never use this much. And so we can bring it back in when we get the new chassis. That's the only thing we can do, because we haven't got any other wire. So I'll just cut a piece of that off. We only want about 3-4 feet. So right, so let's get that done. That's Canadian tape, is that? That's good stuff. So we've cut a piece of fish wire off. We'll always use it again, but perhaps you can see the joint here. This is all nice and tight, so that's as tight as a tiger, is that? That's great. So one of us has to go under the front, find the wire at the front.
Okay. So
it's on the chassis. It's in the chassis.
You got the light?
does it come out on the inside?
I'm not sure on that. I think on these ones it comes on the outside.
The outside?
Inside.
Is it this? Here it is.
Yep, that's the one.
Okay, so we'll pop that grommet off.
Yeah, pop the grommet off. It should fly through quite easy.
Good.
the unusual thing about these NASPEC vehicles is that the grommet and the wiring comes from that side, not the inside like we're familiar with.
The screwdriver.
Screwdriver? No, it's not kicking out somewhere. Just be careful you don't damage the wires there, Louis.
Yeah.
That's just done there, right? So that's
Yeah.
good. So I was test. Now, the next
I got
thing.
about 2 feet hanging out.
That's alright. That's alright.
Okay.
2
You
feet.
get the name.
Yeah, that's how it's it. That's how it's it.
You only have 2 feet hanging out?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah, I guess. Well,
see?
yeah.
A little over 2 feet hanging out.
Well, we must remember when we cut through the chassis, not to cut through the wire.
Ideally.
But what we're going to do is cut it from the top and allow this to come down and bend and then cut the bottom later. It's a bit of a tricky mess about, but
Yeah.
we'll manage. So the next thing we're going to do is finish off taking this exhaust pipe off,
Yeah.
if we can,
The
and then we're going to do the...
bolt thing there.
yeah, I've got a pair of pliers on the top here.
Okay.
It's a 13mm, we're going to spin that off.
Oh, to get
The clamp off. There's a bolt through here. Let's have a different angle.
Okay. You ready?
Just a sec, I gotta.
Just twist it. No, the other way. Yep, like that. That'll help loosen it up.
Be careful when you're pulling.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you know, you don't want to get those wibbly wobbly stands.
Probably. I don't think it'll do anything, but.
Behind you in the wood.
Put your barrel across there. That's it.
Yeah. That's nice.
How can you take somebody that?
Yeah.
Right, 17s. And then we take the back row of bolts off.
Starting where? Up there?
Try
Yeah, they've got some weird tap.
Yeah, no, you can take them off from this side.
Yeah, I guess so.
No.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the 13. No, that's not. Where we put that guy?
There,
That's.
next to the hammer. Or is that the 12?
No, that's 12.
Oh, this one is there, next to the hammer. These are captive nuts.
Yeah, and the outside the two.
The outside one, the nuts and bolts. Look, we've already got these off, so that's even easier.
Oh yeah, very good. Perfect. Wow. Uh-oh. Now it's starting to go down.
Mike,
What's up?
it's dropping.
What's dropping?
I just needed to maybe hold on to it. Or maybe we could hold under this.
What's dropping?
Oh, it just started dropping a bit. But.
Oh, that's not right.
So what else is holding that on? Just that?
Two more bolts there.
Oh no,
These
that's
two?
just the, yeah, that's not gonna come down.
No, that won't go anywhere.
It's just a move, like, quite a bit.
Well, we'll just drop it down a bit. We've got to lift it up again, put it, drop this axle.
These two.
Just wait, hold on,
Yeah,
boys. Hold on.
13 now.
How's that?
Wrench.